The man my mother feared was the man I fell for. Long ago, in a flourishing town surrounded by red earth roads and tall palm trees, there lived a wealthy woman named Madame Luna. Her compound was known throughout the land for its high walls, iron gates, and guards who never slept. Inside those walls lived her only daughter, Amora. Amora was a young woman in the early bloom of her beauty. Her skin glowed like sun-kissed bronze, her eyes were soft like flowing rivers, and her smile carried warmth that could melt sorrow. But though she lived in luxury, Amora lived without freedom. She was never allowed beyond the compound gates. Guards followed her steps like shadows. The outside world existed only in the stories her best friend Ma brought during her weekly visits. The people whispered, "Even the most beautiful bird cannot sing freely inside a golden cage." But Madame Luna had her reasons. Reasons buried in fear. The day fate opened the gate. One bright afternoon, Madame Luna fell suddenly ill and required rare herbal medicine found only in the busy town market. She ordered Amora to accompany the family bodyguard to collect the medicine while she rested. It was the first time in many years Amora stepped beyond the compound gates. The town market was alive with music, traders shouting prices, and children laughing between stalls. Amora walked carefully beside her bodyguard, her eyes wide with wonder at a world she had only imagined. But fate often arrives when caution sleeps. As they passed through a crowded fabric shop, the bodyguard stepped aside to answer an urgent phone call. Believing Amora was safe among the traders, he allowed his attention to drift for only a few moments. Those few moments changed many lives. The stranger with gentle eyes. While admiring colorful fabrics, Amora accidentally dropped her purse. Before she could bend down to pick it up, a strong hand reached it first. She looked up. Standing before her was a tall man dressed in elegant traditional clothing. His face carried wisdom shaped by years, and his voice was calm like evening drums. His name was Obama. He handed her the purse with a warm smile. Their conversation began with simple politeness. But sometimes, destiny hides in small conversations. Obama noticed Amora's curiosity about the market and offered to help her find the herbal shop she was searching for. She hesitated, but his respectful manner and gentle speech made her feel safe. They walked together through the busy market streets, talking about books, travel, and dreams Amora had never been allowed to chase. When her bodyguard finally found her, he quickly pulled her away, apologizing and urging her to return home. But before leaving, Obama politely asked if he could see her again. Amora, whose heart had tasted freedom for the first time, agreed. The secret meetings. Days passed, and through carefully planned errands and brief trips approved by her mother, Amora found ways to meet Obama again, always under the watch of distracted guards or crowded public places where secrets hide easily. Their connection deepened like roots growing quietly beneath the earth. Obama admired her innocence, her intelligence, and her quiet strength. Amora admired his kindness, his maturity, and the way he spoke to her as if she were not imprisoned by invisible chains. Love began to grow. Love neither of them understood. New moon the fear that returned. But secrets walk slowly toward discovery. One evening, Madame Luna overheard Amora speaking softly on the phone. Suspicion rose in her heart like a rising storm. When she discovered the name of the man Amora was meeting, fear swallowed her breath. She confronted her daughter immediately. "You must never see that man again," she ordered. Amora, whose heart had already begun to bloom, gathered courage and asked, "Mother, why do you fear him so much?" Madame Luna's strength broke like dry wood under heavy rain. Tears filled her eyes as she spoke a truth buried for more than 20 years. "That man," she whispered, "is the reason I locked you away from the world." Amora felt her spirit fall into darkness. Madame Luna collapsed to her knees and revealed the secret. "Obama is your father." New moon the past that refused to sleep. Long ago, Madame Luna had loved Obama deeply. But Obama lived a dangerous life surrounded by enemies, power struggles, and hidden wars. When she became pregnant, she feared her child would inherit his enemies and dangers. So she disappeared before he could learn about the pregnancy and raised Amora alone, building walls of protection around her daughter. But destiny is like smoke. It slips through every crack and returns to the sky. The daughter's sorrow. When Amora told her best friend the truth, her tears fell like rain from heavy clouds. He does not know, Amora whispered. He believes I am simply a woman he loves. That night, Amora stood by her window, staring at the road beyond the compound. He asked me to meet him tomorrow, she said quietly. And the moon watched in silence. Amora, calling out toward the gate, Obama. Come inside. I want you to meet my mother. Obama, walking in, voice warm, I've waited a long time for this, Amora. You look beautiful today. Amora, giggling nervously, I'm just glad you're finally here. I'm tired of secrets. Obama, no more secrets. Only us. Sound, they lean in and kiss deeply. Madame Luna, walking into the lounge, stopping dead, Amora. What are you doing? Amora, pulling away, smiling, Mother. This is him. This is Obama. Madame Luna, gasping for air, clutching her chest, Obama. No. It cannot be. Not you. Her voice fails, anyone but you. Sound, a heavy thud as Madame Luna collapses to the floor. Amora, screaming, Mother. Obama, rushing over, Luna. Luna, wake up. Time passes, they are now sitting on the couch. Madame Luna, weak voice, sitting on the couch between them, you shouldn't have come here, Obama. I spent 20 years hiding her from your world. I changed my name, I built these walls, all to keep my daughter safe from your enemies. Obama, voice trembling, your daughter. Luna, look at me. Are you telling me that the woman I have been chasing, the woman I just kissed, is my own child? Madame Luna, crying, yes. I was pregnant when I ran away. She is your blood, Obama. She is the daughter you never knew you had. Amora, sobbing loudly, shaking her head, no. No, this is a nightmare. I fell for you. I loved you. How could you keep this from me, Mother? How could you let me meet him like this? Obama, putting his head in his hands, 20 years. I've lived 20 years as a ghost. And now I find her, like this. Amora, wiping her eyes, standing up with fire in her voice, don't touch me. Either of you. Mother, you turned my life into a lie. Father. I don't even know what to call you. Madame Luna, Amora, please. I did it for you. Amora, no. You did it for your fear. To both, sit there in the house you built. I'm opening the gates, and for the first time, I'm not asking for permission. She stormed out. Secrets have a way of coming out. Please subscribe to my channel for more stories.